Hey, hello everybody. Guess who I'm with? My lovely Amy.
Hi, Karen.
Amy,
Hi,
I've been drawing a video to your attention. I would like everybody, please, to just sit back, relax, and listen to what we're saying, okay? Because I see it, Amy sees it. I'm just hoping we're able to sort of, what's the word? Show the viewers what we're going on about. We've got a few things to talk about, haven't we, Amy?
Yes.
So first of all, what I'm going to do is, what's her name again, this woman?
Maxwell. Her last name is Maxwell.
Glycine. Can I just say that Tucker Carlson, for this video, has had 1 million views.
Yes.
1 million people watched this video and nobody noticed these things.
Right.
Okay, so if I just started, so on the screen is a picture of Maxwell, which I've told Amy, it's short hair, she's got her earrings hanging down, and I couldn't believe when I was looking at it that it looked like Tucker Carlson.
Yes. Yes. Karen saw that resemblance, and if you look side by side, it really is a very strong resemblance.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting to see the Maxwell woman be Tucker Carlson.
Right.
And it's showing, at the moment I'm whizzing their picture over the top, so obviously Amy can't see what I'm doing. We're doing this a bit blind, except she's seen the video and I've been sending her photographs. So Amy's seen it all, but Tucker Carlson's being superimposed with this Maxwell woman, and they're the same person.
Yes.
This man's had 1 million views for this. And this is why he's so smug in the videos, because he's lying through his teeth on every talk he has. That's what that is.
Right.
This is being done to make you believe that there's all these stories that they're looking into, and all they're doing is making more confusion. But anyway, it looks really weird because the picture of Tucker Carlson, he's got, every now and again, he's got earrings on. Oh, 1 second, I'm going to stop it now. Right. So, Amy, your thoughts on that one before we move on?
Oh, well, I just, that was a really good catch at you, as usual for you, Karen. I think that the Maxwell lady is very masculine looking, and when you really look at her. So
and when you actually look at her shirt, I'm not sure if that's a man, and then they superimposed her head on the top.
Yes, I think.
Because don't forget, they like doing all this cross-gender thing, don't they? They love it.
Yes, they love it.
Okay then, Amy, the next bit now is the two women together. The one at the beginning and then the stupid biographer. They're the same person. And what they've done is they've used the same person, but the person on the right, they've just put someone else's eyes in. And that's what caught me, because I was watching it and I was thinking, look at her eyes. What are her eyes doing? Like, they were getting really big and that, but when you look at the footage, you can see that their eyes don't look right. They're almost like her eyes are inverted or something. I don't know what they've done.
Yes.
And they're so big. They're so big at times, which we will show you in a minute. But anyway, we've done that bit. Anything you want to say about that, Amy?
Yeah, just I knew those eyes. Something didn't look right about the eyes. That was the first thing that struck me about it.
Yeah, it's the one on the right's eyes, because they're fake. Those eyes have been superimposed into this person, and when you look at her nose, I just think that these are the same faces with different eyes.
Yes, I agree. The noses are very, very similar, if not identical, and then it's just a different set of eyes.
Oh my god, that means that Tucker Carlson's playing the woman. He's interviewing himself.
Yes. Well, I guess he's playing two women. If you put Maxwell and authorization.
Okay, we're moving on,
Okay.
Amy. We're moving on.
Okay.
The video, right, going on to the next bit now, because I've obviously got a few minutes recording this while Amy's listening. Anyway, so there she is talking, and she's got such a masculine top half of her body. If you didn't know better, you might think that's a man. And strange things happen to that top, if you notice it, everybody. Just strange things happen to her top. I mean, look at this here. Look at this. Look at this. It's just absolutely bizarre, because they just throw it all together, and they're not expecting you to notice. But there you go. Tucker Carlson with Tucker Carlson. There's two pictures. I'm sorry. That's Tucker. They've just changed the colour of the eyes. And maybe it's not Tucker Carlson, because that is not Tucker Carlson. Okay, that's another. And I just think that's nothing to do with that. That's just someone else. Yeah, look really confused, Tucker. Right, back to this woman. Right, we're on the eyes now. We're on the eyes. She has the weirdest eyes, this person. That's because they're superimposed in to the video. Right, we're getting better. There she is. I mean, her eyes go whee, just go really big. And they sort of wobble. When you're watching the video, which we'll play the whole video at the end of this, her eyes wobble in the video.
Yes. Yes, it was the strangest thing to see. Yes.
I mean, it could be Tucker Carlson again, and they've just superimposed someone else's eyes.
That's right.
There's a Tucker Carlson show. It's got 1 million views for this. 1 million views.
Yes, all the people that are deceived, all of those people think they're listening to the truth, but they're not. And even the characters aren't true. They're made up characters that they're using.
I mean, look at the size of her eyes compared to Tucker Carlson. I mean, I know Tucker Carlson's a man, but he's got piggy little eyes compared to that woman. Yeah. Amy, we've missed a bit out of the other woman. Remember her neck and her face? We'll have to go back to that bit in a minute. But I mean, look at the size of her eyes. I mean, who has eyes that size? What? She's got what is she on, drugs or something?
I know.
My eyes don't look like that. And
no,
they just.
Mine
We'll play it at normal speed at the end, the whole thing, and you can see that she doesn't look right.
Yes.
Every now and again, doing goes her eyes. There you go. She's got these great big moon eyes.
Yes.
Look at that. Doing, doing. But when you're playing it at full speed, you can see her eyes are sort of warbling around, which I can't reproduce. It doesn't work at slow speed. And when you slow it down, it sort of slightly blurs the footage a little bit. So that's what's happening. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that she's the woman. I don't know about the picture there, but she's the woman at the beginning of the video. Look at her eyes there. They're she's gone cross-eyed. A couple of times I noticed she went cross-eyed on the video. So what's that about? You don't go cross-eyed. I mean, what's the matter with her then?
That's right. I saw that too. Yeah, very, very strange.
I mean, I'm wondering whether what it is they've taken this eye and this eye and they've inverted something, or it's like her eyes are back to front, or I don't explain it.
Right.
Look at her eyes there. Look at Tucker Carlson. He's sitting there going, ugh. Well, she's moving around. I mean, this is what they do. They could say, hey, I want a 30-year-old with a fat face, thin nose, whatever they want to do to them. They just put it in their little machine and then whip a hay. I mean, this one here, I don't know who this is, by the way. Could be, I don't know. I don't know who it is. That's the house she supposedly bought. So this is what they're talking about. And yeah, I mean, for all we know, they've never even met each other and had their arms around each other. This is what they stick them together, and half the time you can see that their arms don't go around them or whatever. I mean, look how uncomfortable. Look at his right arm. Is it right? And there's Tucker again with a pair of earrings. Anyway, Amy, we've got one left on this video. I don't know who that is. That could be Princess Di for all we know, different hair and whatever. She's sitting in the car. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, we've got 48. Would you like to finish it, Amy? And then we'll put the bit on about woman.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Well, this was a great observation, Karen. It's just, you know, Tucker Carlson always has that same expression on his face all the time, kind of frowning and squinty eyes, and then just to think that, you know, they're using, you know, him to make out these two female figures is quite positive. Just another proof of all the deception that they just.
Yeah, never know that you're watching something real and it's not put together by them.
That's right. That was a great catch, Karen. Once again.
Now let's get to it. There. Right. I'm at that bit where she's turning sideways. I sent this video picture to Amy because this here is her earring, which has come here because she's turned her head round. But look at the colour of her face and look at the colour of this neck. That's because I think that this is a man. If you put your hand over her face and then look at the shirt, I just somehow think that's a man, which they've done things to. But look at the colour of her face and look at the colour of her neck. Just really weird that there. And she looks so familiar, this woman. I can't place who she is.
I know, same as me, Karen.
You feel the same, yeah.
Yes, as soon as I saw her, she broke. I just thought she is so familiar, but I can't put my finger on it. Who she reminds me of. I wasn't thinking Tucker Carlson when I saw her, but yeah.
Obviously, Amy, I sent you that stuff because I just noticed these things. Do you think that looks like Tucker Carlson?
I think so. I feel like her eyes look like they're a lighter color. He has, in this picture, he has looks like he kind of has light eyes, blue eyes. Her eye looks blue there to me, but I thought they looked brown in the other pictures.
Who's that? What's that? What, the woman in the video, you mean? The first one?
Yeah,
she's brown. Like, what are you talking about, Amy?
The picture where you side view with the black shirt, and she kind of turned to look. To me, the eye looks maybe it's something, I don't know. It just looks lighter to me in that picture. The one from the side view, where we were showing that the face is a different color neck.
Well, do you know who she could be? I'm sure she's a man.
Right.
I don't know, maybe she's Marlena. I don't know. Amy, I'm hopefully going to come across it in a minute. We were looking at her shoulder, and she's got quite a muscly shoulder, like a man. But anyway, let's go back to have a look at her face here and there. I see. I mean, I'm blown up, and I can't. Her eyes are blanked out, to be honest, Amy.
It's really like they're blanked out. That's more a better description.
I mean, you should still be able to see the pupil of her eye. She's got no eyeball. And then when you look at her neck and her face is quite whatever colour you want to call that, peach, and her neck's white. Anyway, we're moving on now. Right, we're moving on.
Okay.
That's a really weird picture of it. Stop there. Oh my god, what's that on her neck? Oh my god, look at that on her neck. I don't know what that is. I was gonna look at that. What goes on there? Look at it all. This should all be, even though I've slowed it down and everything for you lot. This should be so precise. Look, you're starting to see the wall come through her shoulder. Just here. Oh my God, I hate that. Oh.
No, I know. That's awful.
If her eyes change colour, I'll see it. She's got brown eyes.
Yes.
Look at that. I don't know how that happens. Anyway, she's got like a shadow of her earring on her neck. Look at that. She's got a shadow there. At full speed, you're not going to notice these things. Oh, yeah. Tucker Carlson. Well, it's all. I'm not sure if it's all Tucker Carlson.
I know.
Look at that. But what we're going to do is, we're going to move it onto here. Oh, that will do. Who sees that that is the same person? Anyway, and one other bit was we were going to show how a shoulder. Hang on, I've just got to find it. Right, what it is we've got two things to do. So this is his eyes. Look how that happens to her. Look at her eyes are like the head now, mate.
Yes, I've seen how her were.
You still there, Amy? Yeah. You still there, Amy? Yeah. I wonder where you... Anyway, we're just looking at like moon crater things. You'll notice it on the video that we play it then. Look at that. This is a digital society. There's no way her face is going to do that if we're digital. Basically, what they've done is I'm going to take a picture for Amy to show her so that she can see it while we're filming this. I just hope people have got enough time and energy to watch the video. And I don't think it's something you're going to notice when it's playing at full speed. You have to slow it down. If you don't slow it down. And what it is that great guy, the one we said, I can't remember what his name is now. He said about they only need one photograph.
Yes, I forgot.
There you go, Amy. What do you reckon? Look at those eyes.
Oh my God.
Now I've just stopped the video on there, and this is because that person's eyes are cut in. And what I reckon is you're right, Amy. I think the person underneath has blue eyes.
Oh, really?
Do you see what I mean? Look at the bottom of that eye.
Yeah, I can see the underneath that would be looks like it would be blue eyes. Well.
Anyway, we don't know who this person is, okay? Oh, look at those eyes. Well, that person kind of now she's got kind of grey eyes now, but she doesn't in that picture, and there's no way that would happen. So yeah, look at that. Just look at her. What is the matter with her?
I know. It just reminds me of CGI or something, or AI or something. It's horrible.
Yeah, you know. Sometimes her eyes go in the video. I don't know. Oh, hang on. I don't know. Right, her teeth have gone weird, which wouldn't happen. It's digital, remember, everybody. It's digital.
Yes.
Weird. Her eyes are weird there. Look at that. She's suddenly got black eyes.
Hmm. Well.
Oh, it's just... And he's had 1 million of this.
Well, I know. Nobody sing.
There's something wrong with the footage.
Right.
We've just got one more behind it with the shoulders. Yeah, you smart. On the video, he's smart. Amy can't see this picture, and it is a bit weird that they've got a man in a dress, and if you look at the arm and how the finger's over his face, it's not him. But who's that person in the picture? Is that Tucker Carlson again? Or it could be, who was President Clinton? It looks a bit like him, or Tucker Carlson aged. That's all.
Yes.
So that's also weird. I mean, look at this. This isn't real. None of this is real. This whole thing has been put together, and that hand does. Look at it. It's not in perspective. Right, we've got this picture up, Amy. What do you reckon of her left shoulder, but our right shoulder?
It just looks like she's got like an extra muscle or something.
You know, like she's been bodybuilding or something?
Yes.
Or is she a man?
It looks like it to me.
Or is she Tucker Carlson? So is Tucker Carlson a woman, or is Tucker Carlson a man?
I don't know, but they say it's easier to make a man into a woman than it is to make the woman into the man.
Yeah, because women have a different physique, don't they, about how their shoulders go. And this is like got this great big muscle, and Amy noticed it. You think, uh-oh.
Yes. Yeah, and I think you had said, Karen, that the head just doesn't really look right, like it belongs in the body.
Oh, that was the first one. This one's that Maxwell, Glycine Maxwell. She's got a black dress on. So basically, it's Tucker Carlson with a wig on. And then when you look at the shoulder, she's got quite a big muscle there. What is she, a bodybuilder? Yeah. I mean, the other side of her body doesn't look like it. And look, do you see here? Look, it's photoshopped. Look. It's photoshopped. Look. Oh, you can't see it, Amy. You'll have to wait for the video.
Okay.
Anyway, we've finished now, Amy, on that note.
Oh, great job, Karen. Wow, I'm just really blown away.
You're more blown away with who, Alex?
Yeah, Alex Jones.
Yeah.
Playing, is it the Secretary of State?
Yeah, Pompeo.
Pompeo.
Oh, Pompeo's probably it, but I think he said Pompeo in the video. But anyway.
Oh, but yes, that really, I couldn't believe it. That really got me. It's just awful that we're supposed to have leaders and everything, and it's just all a big game and playing parts. And then meanwhile, we the people are being forced to go around in masks and social distancing because of this, thing that they have made up that starts with the P.
Pandemic!
Pandemic.
It's quite disgusting to think that nothing, if these people have got double roles, then the rest have, including Trump, Boris, the whole lot.
Exactly. Everybody's in one, isn't it?
Yeah, and every day this gets worse and worse. Now, looking very quickly before we go, Amy, we're looking at this video. Tucker Carlson has blue eyes and the other one has brown eyes, but you don't have to worry. They've got whatever it is. They can change you. They can make her look like a 70-year-old woman. They can make him look like a woman anyway, or make him look like a 20-year-old man. This is what they're able to do.
Yes.
Amy, on that note, we've been going for 20-odd minutes.
Okay.
Thank you so much for your time again, my darling.
You're welcome, Karen. Thank you.
Thank you, Amy. And Amy has to do it blind. She's just listening in with a few photographs. Now, you've watched the video, haven't you? So you know I'm telling the truth.
Yes, that's
Amy feels like me, because I don't want someone going, oh yes, Karen, oh yes, Karen. I want if you don't see it like that, tell me. But Amy says she does, so I see it like it, Amy sees it.
Right.
And then what we're going to do is, at the end of this, we'll put the video on so you can see these amazing eyes by the journalist.
Yes.
Anyway, thanks so much, Amy, and
You're welcome, Karen.
We'll let the other part of the video play now.
Okay.
Former Jeffrey Epstein confidant Ghislaine Maxwell once said that above all, she had one great passion: saving the oceans.
At 1,500 feet, I switched on the lights, hoping to see a new mythical sea creature, but in fact what I saw was a plastic hanger. I was so absolutely devastated, but it was at that moment that I realized that I was really going to dedicate the rest of my life to taking an involvement with and bringing an education around the ocean.
Nice sentiment. Didn't turn out that way. Instead, Maxwell dedicated much of her life to something else: helping abuse young girls. Today, federal officials announced criminal charges against her for the years that she spent working for Jeffrey Epstein.
Today, we announced charges against Ghislaine Maxwell for helping Jeffrey Epstein sexually exploit and abuse multiple minor girls from the period of 1994 through 1997. In some cases, Maxwell participated in the abuse herself. Maxwell enticed minor girls, got them to trust her, then delivered them into the trap that she and Epstein had set.
Maxwell has been all over the world recently, according to news reports, but authorities arrested her at an isolated home in central New Hampshire. Why? What was she doing there? What we know tonight is that Maxwell bought the house and the 156 acres it sits on last December. She bought it anonymously for $1 million in cash. Maybe now that she's under arrest, maybe she's on suicide watch tonight, we'll learn more about what she did for Jeffrey Epstein and what Jeffrey Epstein did. Where did all the money come from? And why were so many famous people always in the room? For example, the founder of LinkedIn, Reid Hoffman, was a close friend of Jeffrey Epstein's. Now he's a top donor to Joe Biden, and quite a moralizer too. How much did Reid Hoffman know about what Jeffrey Epstein was doing? Will the FBI be questioning him? If not, why not? And what about the founder of Microsoft, Bill Gates? Gates made at least 3 visits to Jeffrey Epstein's townhouse. He called Epstein and his life, quote, intriguing in an email. That's intriguing on its own. Will we learn more? And what about former Harvard president and Obama administration official Larry Summers, former Secretary of the Treasury under Bill Clinton? Summers flew on Epstein's plane and then got him to donate tens of millions of dollars to Harvard University, where Epstein did not go. And needless to say, there is Bill Clinton himself, who often flew on Epstein's plane and then lied about it. We deserve, in fact, we have a right to know what all of these people really knew about Jeffrey Epstein. Many mysteries yet to solve. Lana Goodman has come closer than most to getting to the core of it. She's co-author of the book, A Convenient Death, The Mysterious Demise of Jeffrey Epstein, and she joins us tonight. Thanks so much for coming on. So first things first, why do you think Maxwell was in New Hampshire this morning?
Well, I just want to say, Tucker, I think that prison is going to be a pretty big adjustment for Ghislaine Maxwell. Ghislaine was born into French high society. She was the daughter of a billionaire. She's lived this just very extravagant lifestyle throughout her life. And as you mentioned, I mean, even when she was in hiding at this hideout, she's living in a $1 million custom Tudor mansion estate on 150 acres in New Hampshire. So, you know, not a bad way to be hiding out, I guess, or to be social distancing right now. So I think that this is going to be a pretty big adjustment when she
But it's pretty weird, though. I mean, so the Daily Mail just had her in Israel not that long ago. We know that I think she has a French passport. She certainly spent a lot of time in the UK. Her father was English, Robert Maxwell. She had to have known that American authorities were after her. Do you have any sense of why she would be in this country right now?
It's very bizarre. I mean, people were shocked to hear that. There were rumors of all different places that she was supposedly at. I mean, some people claims maybe Paris. I mean, people had spotted her in Paris. Right. There were claims about London. There were claims even about like the Israeli embassy and things like that. So yeah, there's been some pretty wild speculation, but I think generally the idea was people assumed she was out of the country. I mean, right. She was born in France. So she was able to, you know, France would not have necessarily extradited her. She would not have been able to be extradited necessarily from France. So it was very surprising that she is hiding out really under everyone's noses in the United States, within driving distance of the U.S. Attorney's Office that is prosecuting her right now. It definitely came as a shock.
Have the FBI spoken, do you know, to Reid Hoffman, who is one of the people who helped apparently helped get Jeffrey Epstein off the charges the first time he was charged? He might have interesting information. Have the feds talked to him?
Well, I don't know about Reid Hoffman in particular. I think that a lot of the friends of Jeffrey Epstein, who were very relieved after he died, are probably pretty terrified right now at this moment, because I think that Ghislaine Maxwell has every incentive to talk in this situation. I mean, Epstein is dead, so she doesn't really have to worry about protecting him or anything else at this point.
That's right.
And I think that DOJ also has more leeway to potentially cut a deal with her than it did with Epstein, because he was accused of being the kingpin in this situation. I think that they would, because she was assisting him with this, and she was not necessarily the kingpin, I think that they might have more room to try to come to a deal with her.
So in 10 seconds, tell me, just from all the research you've done on Maxwell, does she seem like the kind of person who might take her own life in custody? I just want to get this out here early.
Absolutely not. But again, this is a lifestyle that she is not used to. I think that we need to hear directly from DOJ about how they're going to fix the problems and make sure that this doesn't happen again in this situation, and that these victims are able to find justice.
Yeah, amen. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.